Aloha, everybody. Welcome to today's Stay Fit workout with our amazing Linda. We want to start things off with a big mahalo to today's sponsor, Walmart. They're doing a whole lot to help keep all of these virtual activities running for us and to help keep all of you healthy and fit during the COVID-19 pandemic. So now, without further ado, I will pass things off to Linda to lead us through this amazing yoga session. Thank you, Linda.
Good morning. Thank you. All right, let's begin in comfortable cross-legged position. You can sit comfortably. Sometimes you want to hold your knees if your hips are kind of sore, and that's okay. Or you can sit just comfortable like this, or you can wrap it up if it's okay for your knees and ankles. Sit up nice and tall and make space between each vertebra of your spine, all the way up, and reach through the crown of your head up to the sky. Place your hands just behind your knees. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and let your elbows flow free underneath your shoulders. Relax your knees. Lick your lips. Allow them to touch lightly. And rest the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth just behind your teeth. And take a deep inhale to your pelvic floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale. 2, 3. Keep the length in your spine. 6. Squeeze the belly into the front of your spine. Inhale, relax your belly. Take the breath to the pelvic floor. Inhale. And exhale all through your nose. This is what the yogis call the ujjayi, or life force energy breath. Back in the ancient times of yoga, they didn't call it yoga. They said, I'm going out to do my breathing. So try, if you may, to make for yourself a slow down, deep, rhythmic breath pattern to carry you throughout your yoga postures this morning. Try also to take the inhales to the parts of your body that feel tight or tender or holding, no matter what position you're in this morning. And on the exhale, let it go. Soften those areas. You can use your breath to cause more flexibility in your body and in your mind. And also gather more strength and more relief of stress. Bring your fingertips outside your hips onto the earth. Inhale, lift your left hand up to the sky. Exhale, arch over to the right. And breathe, opening up that left side of your body, all the whole rib cage of your left side, side waist. Inhale, back through center, reach up through the crown of your head, right arm goes up. And exhale over to the left, opening up the right side of your body. Inhale back through center, left arm up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale center, right arm up. Exhale left. Inhale back through center, long spine. Exhale over. Inhale center. Exhale over. Inhale back to center and come forward onto your hands and knees. where your hands are towards the front of the mat and your knees are directly under your hips and your wrists are directly under your shoulders. Inhale, drop your belly to the earth, dog tilt your hips. Exhale, cat arch, bring the spine up to the sky and squeeze your belly into the front of your spine, tucking your tail and looking up towards your belly button. Inhale, drop your belly, dog tilt your hips. Exhale, cat arch. Squeeze the belly in and continue on the current of breath. Inhale, dog tilting. Exhale, cat arching. On the current of your own breath. Sit back to extended child's pose, hips heavy over heels, and relax your forehead into the earth. Walk your hands back and in, spread your fingers wide. Make sure your hands are shoulder width apart. Deep breaths into your back body. On your next inhale, lift up to tabletop. Swing your hips out to the left, and then bring them back to the right on the exhale, and sit back to the extended child's pose. Inhale, lift up, bring the hips out left. Exhale, lifts go right, and sit back. Make big circles on the current of your breath with your hips. Inhaling up the left side, exhaling back the right. You can press into the tops of your feet a little bit to protect your kneecaps for this. The wider you make your circles, the more stretch you'll get in your hips and your sacrum and low back. And reverse the circles, inhaling up the right side and exhaling back the left. Good. Sit back to extended child's pose for 3 deep breaths. Lift up to tabletop, stretch your left arm forward and your right leg back. Take a fist with your left hand and roll out your left wrist as you roll out your right ankle. And sit back to extended child's pose. Lift up to tabletop, right arm goes forward, left leg goes back. Make a fist with your right hand, make a circle with your wrist, and circle your left foot. Good job. That takes a lot of concentration. Roll back the other way. Good job. And sit back to extended child's pose. Inhale, lift up, left arm stretches forward, right leg stretches back. Exhale, sit back to extended child's pose. Inhale, right arm stretches away from left leg. Exhale, back to extended child's pose. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Child's pose. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Child's pose. Come back to tabletop. Make sure your knees are under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. Inhale, dog tilt, tuck your toes under. And press the mat away with the knuckles of your fingers. Bring your rib cage on your thighs. Runner's crouch. Breathe in the runner's crouch. How many of you are runners where you start the race like this? Good. Straighten the left leg only any amount. Keep pressing the mat away with the knuckles of your fingers. Open your shoulders away from your head. Relax your head and neck to yeses and nos. Soften the back of that left leg. Back to runner's crouch. and then straighten the right leg only. Breathe. Let go on your exhales. Soften. Straighten both legs any amount. Keep dog tilting the hips and lifting the sit bones up to the sky. Relax your head and neck through the yeses and nos. Let the gravity take your heels to the earth. On your next inhale, step forward between your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Hang like a rag doll, yeses and nos with your head and neck. Wiggle your elbows. Let go. Roll out your shoulders. Grab your elbows. And on your next inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time with a slight bend in your knees. Make space between each vertebrae. Bring the elbows with you. Elbows go behind the ears. Arch your back, chest towards the sky. On the exhale, switch the cross in front of your chest and roll back down one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, roll back up. One vertebrae at a time. Make space in your vertebrae. And arch your back. Exhale, switch the cross and roll back down. Inhale up. Switch the cross, exhale down. Inhale up. Switch the cross and exhale down. Drop your hands to the earth, let go of your elbows. Inhale, bring your hands underneath your knees. Dog tilt your hips and open your chest and split the horizon of the earth with the crown of your head. So you're like a big L in a half forward fold. Breathe. Hands out to the side, like a cross, half forward fold. Come all the way up. Stretch your hands to the sky, Tadasana, mountain pose. And then bring your hands in prayer position in front of your heart. Stand up nice and tall. Your feet firmly grounded into the earth and your crown of your head raising to the sky like a tall mountain. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, look up, fingers by your toes, half forward fold. Exhale, step back to plank. 3 deep breaths in plank. So your wrists are under your shoulders, your body's straight, flex your feet, split the horizon with the crown of your head, squeeze your belly into the front of your spine at the end of your exhales. Drop your hips to the earth and pull your heart through your shoulders and reach up and out through the crown of your head, upward facing dog. Open the front of your spine with your breath from your pubic bone to your throat. Lift the sit bones up to the sky, dog tilt the hips, downward facing dog. Relax your head and neck, relax your heels. We're in a nice triangle here. Your body is like a triangle with the third side the earth. Good. Step your right foot between your hands and set your left foot down into the low lunge. Come to your fingertips and breathe here. Tuck your toes under of your left foot and straighten the back of your left knee up to the sky to the high lunge. Walk your right hand inside your right foot and walk your whole body over to the center and turn both your toes out with your heels in. Your wrists under your shoulders now, and your knees bending out over your big toes. Sit your butt down and bend your elbows. See if you can get your forearms near the earth or on the earth. Good. Straighten your elbows, straighten your legs, and turn your toes in towards each other and your heels out. Good. Inhale again. Exhale, just bend your knees and bring your forearms towards the earth and sit your butt close to the earth. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the elbows. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And turn your hands to face behind you and walk yourself through your legs in spread apart forward fold. Pull yourself through here. Breathe. Good. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Bring your right hand in front of your chest on the earth with the fingertips pointing to the left. And then bring your left hand on top of your sacrum, bending your left elbow. Press in with the knuckles of your right hand into the earth and open your chest to the left. Open your left shoulder and breathe here. And when you're ready, you can reach that left hand up to the sky like you're catching a ball. Keep pressing the knuckles of your right fingers, twisting your body and breathing. Full spinal breath that you fashioned for yourself at the beginning of yoga. Let go of what's tight and tender on your exhales. Deep, full breath. Good. Come back to center. Place your hands right under your wrist, shoulder width apart. Bend your knees. Bring your forearms to the earth or close to it. Take a couple deep breaths here. Straighten your legs again and your elbows. Bring your left hand in front of your chest, fingertips to the right. Reach your right hand on top of your sacrum and open your chest to the right, pressing into the left knuckles of your fingers. Couple deep breaths here. And when you're ready, twisting your body, you can reach that right hand up like you're catching a ball. Don't forget about pressing into the outside edges of your feet for sturdiness on your feet. Back to center. Turn the fingertips behind you and pull yourself through for the forward fold again. Breathe. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Bend your knees, forearms to the earth, 3 deep breaths. Sit your butt an inch lower if you can towards the earth. Straighten your elbows. And now turn your left toes out to the left, bend your left knee, and walk your hands first inside, and then bring your left hand outside your left foot. Lift the right heel up to the sky and place your right knee on the earth for the low lunge. Come to your fingertips. Draw the left knee forward. Drop the front of the right hip to the earth and breathe. Good job. Yeah. Wow, you guys are doing great. Keep breathing, letting go on the exhales. Tuck the toes under of the right foot, straighten the back of the right knee up to the sky, high lunge. On your next inhale, step back to plank for 3 deep breaths. Inhale, upward facing dog, 3 deep breaths. Downward facing dog. 7 deep breaths. Relax your head and neck. Open your shoulders away from your ears. Relax your heels to the earth. Keep dog tilting the hips and use the knuckles of your fingers to press your hips up high to the sky. Relax your shoulders. Deep breaths. Let go on the exhales. If your heels are on the earth, lift your toes. Otherwise, just keep allowing the heels to have the gravity go towards the earth. Knees on the mat, tabletop. Inhale, dog tilts. Exhale, cat arches. Squeeze the belly in. Dog tilt. Cat arch. Dog tilt. Cat arch. Sit back to extended child's pose. Couple deep breaths here. Bring the backs of your hands outside your hips on the mat and roll your shoulders over your knees. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Come to seated on heels into the hero pose. If this is okay for you. If it's a little rough on your heels or ankles, you can lift up hips over knees at any time. Close your eyes and set an intention for the rest of your day. If you want, you can lift your hips up over your heels like this. Bring your hands to the earth and sit down facing the front of your mat again with your legs straight out in front of you. Pull the flesh out of the way. Flex your feet. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hip. Reach your chin towards your shins. Forward fold. Reach forward, come all the way up. Bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together. Baddha Konasana, cobbler pose. Flutter your butterfly wings. Then relax your knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Bring your feet to the front of the mat and scooch up to the front of your mat. Grab your knees. Inhale, lengthen and lift the spine. Exhale, tuck the tail and roll back 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, sweep your arms behind you. And on the exhale, bring them back next to your hips. Lift your head first, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. You can catch the back to your thighs if you need to, elbows out to the side. Come all the way up, inhale at the top. Exhale, tuck the tail and roll back 1 vertebrae at a time. If your stomach's weak, you can grab the back side. Strong, you don't need to. This is why we do this, to get stronger. When I started yoga, I couldn't do this. Now I can do it all day long. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the top. Exhale, tuck the tail, roll back one vertebra at a time. Inhale it. Sweep the arms back. Exhale, roll up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll back. Good. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug, rock side to side. Roll your knees out in a circle, massage out your low back. One way, then the other. Inhale your hands outside your body like a cross. On the exhale, knees go right, look past your left shoulder and breathe here. Deep breath. Unwind and let go on the exhales. Bring your knees back to center. Rock side to side. Inhale, hands like a cross. Exhale, knees go left and look past your right shoulder and unwind and let go here. Full spinal breath. Bring your knees back to center. Give yourself a hug, rock side to side. Curl up into a tight ball. Grab your elbows, forehead to knees, knees to forehead. Deep breaths into your back body. Straighten your legs and hands to the sky. Breathe into your low back. About 5 or 6 deep breaths to slowly float your legs and hands down to the earth in front of you. Preparing for Shavasana, corpse pose, your final resting pose. When your feet meet the earth, let them fall apart. Set your head and hands down lightly. Walk your shoulder blades underneath you one at a time and turn your palms to face the sky in a receiving gesture. Rock your head no. Let go of any tension left in your neck and head. And take the deepest breath you can in through your nose and let it out of your mouth with a surrendering sigh. No more need to do. Close your eyes. Relax your whole body as if its weight is completely sinking into the earth. Don't use any muscle. Rest your tongue into the back of your mouth even. Relax your jaw, your face, your eyeballs. Relax your brain, your head, your throat, your chest, your shoulders, your shoulder blades. Relax your arms, hands, and wrists and fingers. Let go of your heart, your chest, your full spine. Let go of your hips, your sacrum, your low back. Let it sink deep into the earth. Relax your thighs, your knees, your shins, your calves, your ankles, your heels, the bottoms, tops of your feet, and your toes, sinking deep into the earth. Gently begin to allow the energy back, wiggling your fingers and your toes. And then bring your hands behind you. Take a deep inhale and stretch from your fingertips to your toes. Walk your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Give thanks for the gift of yoga. Rock side to side. Roll over onto your side in a fetal position for a few deep breaths into your back body. And when you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, gently spiral up to comfortable, seated, cross-legged position. May you have peace like a river, joy like a fountain, and love like the ocean. Shanti, peace. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Linda. We really, really appreciate that so much.
I appreciate all of you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'll see you guys next year.
Yes, we'll see you next year. We greatly, greatly appreciate you always giving us an amazing yoga session.
Thank you.
As always, if any of you have any health questions, bingo questions, or virtual and stay fit questions, you can email me, Walker, at my email, ha@sohawaii.org. And we will see you all on Friday for our holiday dance party. The ID for that will be 918-2226-3957. And that's Friday, December 18th at 4 p.m. We'll see you all there. Cannot wait to have this last blowout dance party of the year with y'all. Sweet. Thank you again so much, Linda. And thank all of you for coming to today's yoga session. I really love seeing all of your faces, and I love that all of you are staying with your virtual Stay Fit. Woo! All right, now y'all can enjoy your talk story time.